Hi guys, hope you all are taking care of yourself, staying safe, staying healthy at home. Today we're going to read the second half of our book, Black Beauty. So just to recap, Black Beauty's gone through some changes, just like everybody is here and at your house and all across the country. Everybody's going through changes right now. And so Black Beauty's going through some changes. And last we left off, Black Beauty had been taken out for a ride at night. The groom, Reuben, didn't realize that her shoe was falling off. And the shoe fell off, the hoof was splitting, and Black Beauty fell down on her knees. And the groom, Reuben, fell off of Black Beauty, hit his head, and died. So when people found them the next morning, they assumed that Black Beauty had thrown him off of her, and that's how he died. So we're going to find out what's going to happen to Black Beauty now that people think that this horse is dangerous. So we're on chapter 5. Life is a puzzle. I'm going to sell that bad-tempered Black Beauty to any fool who wants him, Lord Richmore announced. I was sorry for Reuben, but I couldn't help being thrilled to be leaving Lord and Lady Richmore. And she said, he's no beauty now, he's scarred for life. So Black Beauty was kind of happy to get rid of these masters. I was put to a horse sale. Buyers prodded me and stared at me, but no one wanted me. Isn't he ugly with all those nasty knees? I heard someone say. Finally, a kind-looking man paid a small sum of money for me and took me away. The man's name was Jerry Barker, and he lived in London with his wife and children, Harry and the twins, Polly and Molly. I want you to be my cab horse, Jerry told me. I'll call you Jack. So now Black Beauty's name has been changed to Jack. So the people were saying he's got a bad temper. So everybody's judging this horse, and they don't know what really happened. So you can see everybody's kind of against Black Beauty. And then this guy pays a little bit of money, gets the horse, and he changed his name to Jack, and now Jack is going to be pulling a cab. So a cab is a vehicle that will transport people from place to place, wherever they need to get to, just like a taxi cab is. This kind of cab is like a carriage, because they didn't really have cars during that time. So that's what it looks like. It just looks like a carriage pulled by a horse. It was strange to have a new name. My job was to be harnessed to Jerry's carriage, which he called his cab, and pick up passengers when they hailed us in the street. Hailed means to call out. We worked hard out all day in all weather, rain, sleet, snow, and ice, with hardly any rest. I didn't mind anything because Jerry was such a kind, honest man. I wanted to do my best for him. He made sure I was always comfortable and had plenty of food. He never whipped me to go faster, even if customers in a hurry bribed him with extra cash. So sometimes we would say, look, I'm in a hurry, here's some extra money, make your horse go fast. And he wouldn't do that, so he was really nice. You'll never be rich, the other cab drivers jeered. I have enough, thanks, Jerry replied. It's not fair on Jack to make him hurry all the time. Remember, Jack is Black Beauty's new name. Other cab horses weren't so lucky. I often saw them exhausted and miserable, made old before their time with too much work. Once I saw an old, worn-out chestnut with a thin neck and bones that stuck out through a badly kept coat. Its eyes had a dull, hopeless look. I was wondering why the horse looked faintly familiar when I heard a whisper. Black Beauty, is that you? Check out that horse. with its little tail. Remember what horse had the little tail? It was Ginger. Her beautiful looks had completely vanished. She told me she belonged to a cruel driver who whipped her, starved her, and overworked her. You used to stand up for yourself if people were mean to you, I said. Yes, I did once, but now I'm too tired, she replied. I just wish I could die. This poor horse has been through the ringer. So there's Black Beauty, and there's Ginger, and they're talking back and forth. Ginger is just really, really in bad shape. No, Ginger, I cried. Keep going. Better times will come. I hope they do for you, Black Beauty, she whispered. Goodbye and good luck. Soon after that meeting, I saw a cart carrying a dead chestnut horse. It was a dreadful sight. I think it was Ginger. I almost hope it was, for that meant her suffering was over. So Ginger had been put through the ringer. She was really in bad shape, and she just wasn't treated very nice. Chapter 6, An Unexpected Ending. One day, a customer of Jerry's made him an offer he couldn't refuse. She asked him to be her groom at her house in the country. There's a little cottage for you and your family, she said. I wish I could take Jack too, but I already have a horse. Sorry, old Jack, Jerry comforted me. I hope someone kind will buy you. So, Jack, aka Black Beauty, is getting sold again. But my new master was a cruel man. He had to put his carts loaded with sacks of corn, and if I was too slow, he whipped me hard. He hardly fed me either, which made me weak. In the end, I simply collapsed in the street. Stupid horse, my master grunted. Is he dead? What a waste of money. I couldn't move. As I lay there barely breathing, someone came up and poured water down my throat. A gentle voice said, He's not dead, only exhausted. It says, take him. He's no use to me. So you can see Black Beauty is just utterly exhausted. This master is not treating him very well. So this nice, kind man that gave him some water is now going to be taking him home. The gentle voice belonged to a horse doctor. I couldn't believe my luck. The doctor helped me to my feet and led me to his stables, where he gave me a warm mash. Mash is like food, wet food. I think you were a good horse once, said the doctor, though you're a poor, broken-down old thing now. I'm going to feed you up and find you a nice home. Rest, good food, and gentle exercise worked on me like magic. But when the doctor said I was ready to leave him, I trembled all over. I dreaded to think what my next home would be like. So, Black Beauty's recovered, got some food in her belly, and is getting ready to get sold again. The doctor took me to a pretty house in a small village. It had a pasture and a comfortable stable and belonged to two grown-up sisters, Claire and Elspeth Liefield. I'm sure we'll like you, they said, patting me. You have such a gentle face. I nuzzled them, but I wasn't sure I could trust them. Their groom led me to the stable and began to clean me. That white star is just like Black Beauty's, he said. And the glossy black coat. He's about the same height, too. I wonder where Black Beauty is now. So obviously this new groom, this man, knew Black Beauty. There's the two sisters that now own Black Beauty. Soon he came to the tiny knot of white hair on my back. That's what Squire Gordon called Beauty's patch. It is Black Beauty. It really is. Do you remember me? Young Joe, who nearly killed you? I was so glad to see him. I've never seen a man so happy either. I've been here now for a year. Joe is always gentle. Claire and Elspeth are kind, and my work is easy. All my strength has come back, and I've never been happier. The sisters have promised never to sell me. Finally, I've found my home, forever and ever. The end. So it ended up that Black Beauty found a home at the end with some very nice sisters and a groom who helped raise him when he was a little boy, young Joe. So it kind of came around full circle. He ended up having a good life at the end of the story. But throughout the journey, Black Beauty went through some troubles. Had some people that didn't really take care of him a whole lot. Was sold multiple times, and didn't always have it easy. So Black Beauty went through a lot of changes. He was able to overcome those, stayed optimistic, and at the end of the story ended up with a great life. So I thought that was a great book. And so we'll do a different book tomorrow. And so make sure that you go into the quiz and answer your comprehension questions that go along with our book, Black Beauty. This is part 2 of Black Beauty. Bye, guys.